Nico preempt. What happened? Anyone spot that? Kind of looking out there, trying to wonder what's happened. He was leading, and then I kind of looked up, and there was a shot of him coming in. Maybe you guys were watching at home.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, it's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, it's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
Ja, aber du bist falsch gefahren. Ja, klar. Ich sag aber so wenn du von hier guckst, ist halt riesig Distanz. 20 Jahre gleich weit.
So I went to the wrong mark. I had a really good start and I had a good speed, and I came first to the first mark, first to the second mark, and then instead of going to the third mark, I went straight to the finish because there must have been like a wind shift or something. So it felt like it was the right direction for me, and I didn't look back to the others. And then when I came to the finish board, I was like, wait, something's wrong here. So I looked back, and like everybody else went to the right mark.
I mean, mistakes like sailing to the wrong mark are very difficult, especially on days like here where it's actually quite gusty and shifty. So suddenly a certain mark can actually look a perfect line for a race, but it turns out to be not.
I really try to, focus on my racing, focus on my speed, and maybe I did a little bit too much of that.
Du bist runtergeprügelt wie ein Vollidiot mit Vollspeed. Als ich dann zur Tonne hochgefahren bin, warst du schon längst drüber hinaus. Ich wusste, du schaffst es nicht mehr.
After the fourth elimination, you get a discard, which means that you can discard your worst result. It's not gonna count, but the other 3 better results are gonna count. And I'm assuming this result of mine is a discard because it's the last place.
Let's hope we'll get some more wind the next days.
If you are super competitive, you cannot sleep after something like this at night. And if you are taking it easy, you laugh about it. Yeah.
I know that I can do better, so actually I just try to get over it right away.
The wind is looking kind of promising. It's not strong enough yet, but the crew is out on the water preparing the course, and they measure the wind, and we could do 3 eliminations in one day. So everything can happen.
Well, it's always very important to know how the conditions are out there. I mean, we have days where it's very up and down, so you don't really know what to take. So we're actually always working on gear decisions in the last couple of minutes before the race.
Yeah, well, we never really know what the wind is doing. I think wind is basically the most unexpected thing in the weather. So at the moment I have 4 sails half ready to go. We don't rig them all the way, as with the sun it's quite sensitive to break, so we leave them half rigged, and as soon as we see the conditions are getting close to raceable, we actually prepare them all the way. The boards I always try to keep out of the sun as long as possible, so I leave them inside the van. But as it gets windy now, obviously I want to be prepared, so it's time to get the big and the medium board out there. All the boards are marked, so I know which one I'm actually using for the racing now. It's the B board, so I'm gonna take this one out, get it on the beach, and yeah, just basically when they call us out in the water, I can be there within a couple of minutes.
Voll rund. Ich finde das schön.
Schau mal da genau rein.
Das ist nur oberflächlich.
Nein, Mann.
Warum fragst du mich dann, wenn du es eh besser weißt?
Na, aber keine Ahnung.
So when I took my big board out of the car, I found a little crack at the fin box, and I had never seen that before, so I wasn't sure if the whole box is broken or it's just a little rip.
Not sure, maybe it didn't break. Basti said he had the exact same thing before and it wasn't broken, so maybe I'm lucky.
When I'm at a competition, I really take care that all the gear is, undamaged and works perfectly, because that's where it really matters. Everything has to be perfect.
Well, you have to have a fast board to be able to compete. I mean, if you have a slow car, you're never going to go anywhere. You can be the best driver in the world, but you will come last, Basically, we're allowed to use 3 boards. When the wind is light, we use a big board, and so on the wind a little bit stronger, we use a medium board and a small board. So these are my boards. The small board is missing, but as you can see, the first board is big, it's floaty, and then next to it is the medium board.
So the slalom boards, most of them on the market are made in a similar way, but the layups vary a lot. So the weights, let's say around 6 kilo or so for the small board, around 6.6, something like this for the medium board, and around 7.6, 7.7 for the big board. This is kind of industry standard.
So as you can see, they have these strange cutouts for the water to be able to release and reduce the area, the surface area of the board. Beside that, it's pretty flat. We call it rocker. So it's very flat on the water, and that's where you can get the speed. We are standing very back on the board, so you are pressing directly on the fin. So it's flexing a lot, and this flex lifts you up of the water and let you go fast. So it actually gives lift. Every part of the equipment for a professional slalom windsurfer has to be perfected. If the smallest thing will not be perfect, you will feel it immediately on the race course.
So yeah, wind all of a sudden kicked in. I didn't expect that to happen so fast. I'm gonna go out and check the conditions in case we're gonna keep going with the next eliminations.
They're trying to go, but I think it's not enough. But who knows? Who knows? Let's see. They're doing the best they can.
Well, to stay focused before the racing, I'm usually wearing my headphones, playing some proper hardcore Dutch music to get in the zone, to get in the mood. It basically hypes me up a little bit. Yeah, for me, it's a good way to stay in focus and get ready.
This is heat number 11. We are nearly all the way through this elimination 1 and so close to getting a result. Jordi Vonk goes round this outside gyre mark in first place. I think that is the finish. Jordi Vonk wins it.
We managed to do my heat, super happy. But afterwards the wind straight died again and we're back on standby conditions. Well, the waiting game continues.
This is the only sport I know where you're on standby the whole day and not know if you're going to compete or not compete. And this is an incredible challenge for sailors.
I mean, not having a result after a week of racing is obviously the worst case scenario. And now we were on standby and on 15 minutes announcement, basically 10 hours a day. Yeah, it makes it very difficult to stay focused and stay ready for the race.
So I just went out and I was surprised actually how windy it was. I was on my 8.6, fully powered up, but apparently still patchy out there. Anyways, the conditions are good and I hope we're gonna race.
I guess this is the hardest part because you kind of need to try to be more specific. Who is in my heat? I make sure that my equipment is comfortable. Sometimes I put the boom higher or lower.
I think Arnon in about 5th place at the moment, looking very good. He's going to be difficult to overtake Bruno. He's got some speed, like I said to you. So Bruno round in first, Ethan Vestra in 2nd. Then we've got Antoine Albo slamming the door on Matthias Isaac. Damien Arnoux coming back into this. They're just getting a little bit stuck there. I think it was Arnon de Gann, it must have been, on that Neil Pride.
Le bassin du Jaille, ça me rappelle mes conditions en Bretagne.
I think maybe if Antoine was not there, then we would both drive like this and he would not touch me. But Antoine was there, so I kept going straight and he was in the drive, so he touched me, you know. So but if I go into the drive, I hit Antoine. So, you know what happens always? The wind starts like this, you are like this, and then Antoine passes and he has the smile again. Because he knows
that he got a 9.4, it's okay for him.
No, that he will hold of anybody here. if he needs, he holds 2 sizes more. So you can be on your small board and 7 off. You know,
on
you can
H6.
be on H6 and medium. It's always questionable of what is fair and what is not. But in this type of event, I don't think you can complain too much.
Jamlen Carlotti, donc ça, ce sont les 8 filles, femmes.
At the moment, Nico's last because in the first elimination he did that mistake. So what he needs now is 3 more eliminations so he can discard that race and have a normal result. For sure, with 1 day to go and we're not even finished at first elimination, it's gonna be quite impossible.
Alle, die hier sitzen, hoffen, dass es nicht durchgeht.
In situations where we will have 1 elimination and we're actually pretty sure about it, it's obviously half of the people who don't want it to happen, the people who are out, and the people who are in, like me, we want it to happen.
Yeah, at some point those guys that were out already started praying for this elimination to not get done.
There are some symbols from people that are gonna get out. There's the owl of the Italians, they call it gufo. And me, I have the eye of the Jew, I call it. I eye the wind and hope that it doesn't come.
Look at him, look at him.
Le champion du monde.
The eye of the Jew. With the eye down.
I'm sweating already.
Your eye is coming out. It's
pretty cool.
Yeah. So
what time do I do like this?
Yeah, whenever not against the wind. Brings bad luck against the wind.
Okay, but against the life in general?
Oui, Marseille, dites-moi Marseille.
No, against the wind. Against the wind.
Countdown to heat number 13 again.
Of course, I guess they're gonna keep trying until 7 o'clock.
Ah, 6 that is the closing. 16 to 29. And now it's 5 to 10. So you remember here when he's here strong, it gets worse on the course area.
C'est la fournée ou quoi?
Started? Yeah, they started.
Vous avez des tresses, croisez les tresses, il faut que ça aille jusqu'au bout. Là on est au
Something
deuxième
is wrong,
drive.
Yeah,
the drive weird.
Yeah, driving wide. Big wind shift, huh? Yes, the wind shifted a lot.
Okay, Amy is up in the comments. Was not enough. Not enough, obviously.
The eye of the Jew.
Man, look at it. He calls us out, and the wind's like, okay, fuck you.
Oh no, you're not gonna go.
You want what? Out?
Oh, you want to race? No. Fuck yeah. No, you wait. You wait till like 5:30.
When you have a lot of experience, I guess you get calmer. I've been trying to go fast for 10 years now on a slalom gear. My body knows what to do. So I just try to focus on the start and really concentrate on myself.
So you want to wait here or you want to go down?
No, I want to go down. I want to go down.
Relax, man!
6 riders left. Vonk, Kentel, Albo, Maynard, Mortefont, Kördel. One of those 6 riders will be leaving here in France first place in the world.
This is incredibly challenging, and some people know how to deal with this better than others.
So yeah, 1 more heat to go. They just released everybody else who's out already, so now they're about to finish the first elimination, which means I'm probably gonna leave this event with the last place. That's how it goes.
I'm looking out, the wind has picked up, big gust coming through the course area. It's not over, people. It's definitely not over. But we have not got long until the start. Look at the breeze coming through now.
There's nothing else, there's nothing that takes away your attention.
This is for the event win. We haven't had many comps like this where we know it's the last elimination.
You push till the end. Well, how much you can push is full on.
It is Antoine Albo, the current world slalom champion, leading this one out up the top end on the duotone cell. We've got Pierre Mortefont. Absolutely, these two are flying down this reach. Down the bottom end, Finian Maynard on his big stuff by the looks of it, and Sebastian Kördel, the big German, in third. But into the first mark, it's going to be Antoine Albo rounding first, Mortefont in second, Kördel third. It looks like Finian Maynard in fourth, Jordi Vonk fifth, Julien Kentel back there. Pierre Mortefont is putting on the afterburners on this second reach. Absolutely flying. Will he get a chance to take down the world champ? He's coming into this jibe. It's not a bad jibe from Albo, but Mortefon goes on the inside. Great jibe from the Frenchman on his local waters. He's got a couple of jibes to go, but it's going to be super tricky to hold off Albo. The winner of this elimination will be the winner of the event and take the rankings in 2019, going into Japan in a couple of weeks' time. Out in the front, the last jibe mark. Pierre Mortefon just needs to nail this. Oh, has a little bit of a moment there. Antoine Albo in second has got no chance of catching the local boy, Pierre Mortefon. He's basically scraped his way into this final, but he has took the victory and he will open up 2019 with a win. Second place 2018 slalom champion Antoine Albo, and third place the big German Sebastian Ködel.
Oh, so close, so close. One of these kind of events, when it's so tricky, you have to be happy with the course. It's solid. Solid. Happy. Yeah,
and I just managed to squeeze Jordi before the month.
Yeah. Hey, but it's awesome, buddy.
Congrats.
Well done.
Gratulieren, Mensch, klasse, bist du gefahren, ganz toll, ich bin stolz auf dich. Super. Ein Stücker Blatt.
Gut, hast du
Ja,
gut.
Gott sei Dank
Sehr
hat
gut.
er den
Ja, ihr seid
18
alle
Uhr Sieger.
Das war's.
Bei den
Frauen weiß ich noch nicht, aber für euch war's das. Zweites Podium. Oh. Sehr gut.
Super, echt, ich freue mich.
Die sind hier alle gesprungen, du. Thanks, man. Was a tough race, eh? It was so windy, you cannot imagine, eh? Like I didn't get the perfect start. I had Julien Cantel slightly above me, so I just full on and managed to get into third by the first mark and kept that position.
PWA Marignane, well, it's a place with a lot of potential. I've been here the week before. We saw some great Mistral wins.
We know this place can be very windy, and the locals told us that, you know, this wind we had here, they have it maybe 5 to 10 days out of the whole year, and we got 5 days of that. That's really unlucky, and I'm pretty sad that we couldn't race more. But yeah, that's what it is. That's how windsurfing is.
You know what sucks? Like, I know like that you're good enough, like even beyond that, but like your sponsors are gonna be like, it's obviously he doesn't have PWA experience, so it's normal that this happens, but like you're beyond that, you know, like you're past that.
Normally, yes.
So they're gonna give you that, it's okay talk because like, you know?
I mean, it's tough to have that on the first event, and I feel for him kind of, but it will not hurt him in the long run.
I think he can be at the top. It's a matter of determination and focus. He has the speed. That's it. Go for it.
Asia is coming up, Japan and Korea.
For us, it's incredibly exciting to go compete in Asia, you know, and adding Japan the last couple of years to the tour is a big, big plus.
Every competitor who gets on that long plane ride to go over there has the same goal. Otherwise, there's no point getting on the plane.